What is that? Something just jumped out at me. Oh no, there's another one on the other side. Oh, oh my, there it is. There it is again. They're popping up back and forth. Is your shadow jumping out, popping up? Oh, is it plaguing you? Is your shadow plaguing you in some way? Is it stalking you? Oh, is it doing this dance, this shadow dance with you? Howly, growly, dance with you. Oh no, it's coming closer. It is coming closer. Oh, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. There's more than one. There's more than one. Oh me. Oh.
Hi, y'all. How's everybody doing? I'm Stephanie.
I'm Jeremy.
We're Freedom Folk and Soul.
We're a little out of breath right now, but
So for those of y'all who are just joining us, we wanted to say hi and show you our little experience of shadow dancing.
I'm sweating. Yeah. So we really just wanted to reach out to all y'all that are in this deep process this month of really unveiling the shadow, and to remind you that, you know, it is going to be something that we never really completely get through, and that it'll continue to show up. But not only is it the negative, kind of the jealousies and the rage and the codependency and the envy, you know, but it's also our creativity. It's, you know, all those disowned parts of ourselves that we had to put away and hide as a child. And we just wanted to, you know, remind you all that this is part of the process. And if you're really in a deep struggle, or you feel that you are shadow dancing, like shadow shows up, it disappears, and shows up and disappears, and you can't really get a grasp of what it is, that this is the process. And if you are having a hard time, you know, that is proof that you're really doing the work.
Yeah, I really want to speak into this whole process. You know, when you said yes to the Toltec Shamanic Healing Initiatory Process, SHIP, it really is, your soul is on a journey, and it, you know, takes you from the water into the dream state, down into the family of origin, when we're really digging into the pieces that from where we came from that truly made us who we are, these deep roots, and we're starting to see into them. And then the next, what we are, we're in the fire, we're in the shadow, and your soul really does know that it's on a journey, and it does know that some of these places that when we were little children, or different points in our life when we were traumatized or something happened, we had to go away because it just wasn't safe. And it's those places that in this part of the journey where we've created a container of our friends and our tribe, that hopefully you're starting to feel safe enough for those things that you might feel shame about, or fear about, or just plain uncomfortableness about. They can start to come up and shadow dance with you. And what we want to remind you of is that these pieces that are so uncomfortable and can be painful are sacred. That these are the pieces that when we bring them home, we become more whole. And in the end, that's what we're all about. That's why we do what we do, because we have found some freedom and we want to share it with you. It's when we find these missing pieces that had to go and hide and bring them home, we become whole. And that is what we call personal freedom. So we just want to encourage you on your journey as you shadow dance over the next few months.
Yeah, and I want to bring you back to a few things in terms of being supported around that shadow dancing, is to go back to my mantra, as you all know, which is grace, grace, grace. And really being that ideal, you know, loving parent in all places. And really, when you're feeling overwhelmed or having a lot of emotion or just really frustrated, to, you know, go inside, ask yourself, what age am I? And hold that younger part of ourselves' hand. not you shouldn't be afraid, or you're going backwards, or you shouldn't be in this place, but really it's okay, I'm here, I'm going to walk with you, and remind you that. Also, like, because we created this silly video, is to really remember, especially when we start the shadow dance, to just have a sense of humor, and remember that we're really human, and we have to, you know, laugh appropriately, I guess, at those places, you know, and bring humor. Almost all humor is shadow humor. A lot of our humor, you know, comes from those shadow places in ourselves, you know, the sarcasm and things like that. But it's really important to remember to laugh, you know, to not take yourself so seriously, and to remember that we're human as we walk through this. And one of the things that we wanted to do is, we're aware that people are diving really, really deep in this process this year, and lots of people have been coming to me and staff and needing additional support. So we decided that we're going to put together some, they don't like guru groups, support groups, shield mates, freedom folk fighters. You can make up a name for your group. So in the next week, we'll be sending out an email, and we're going to assign a few people to each group, and we're going to invite you within that group to set up a time to talk once a week. And next week, I will put out a short video kind of explaining what the structure of that is, so how you can all support each other, but nobody becomes the teacher, as we've talked about before, and giving feedback and that kind of thing. It's more of like what a sense of a 12-step meeting would be, in that you share I statements. And so I will put out a video with some more instructions, but just know in the next week you're going to get emailed if, you know, there'll be 2 to 3 people in each guru group, and one apprentice will be in each group also, to support you, to be kind of the first line of like, okay, I'm struggling, you know. A lot of times just knowing that we're not in this alone, you know, and we're walking through with each other is huge support. And as always, you know, me and Steph are here, and we're here to support you, and that we absolutely, you know, adore you all, and can't wait for the next time we see you.
Truly, we talk about y'all all the time, and I really feel so blessed to be on this journey with each one of you. And I know it may seem like we're far away. We're actually here in the Smoky Mountains, you guys. We are at the home of Venus Rising Association for Transformation in the Cove. This is where it was born. Yeah, this is the Isis Cove, and this is where Freedom, Folk, and Soul really was born.
Absolutely. And there currently is a ship group going on right now. I've worked with some of the individuals. There's 20 beautiful souls doing this deep dive of work down there. So, you know, we are a tribe, much bigger than our individual groups. You know, it's an international tribe. There's people from Australia and Switzerland and
Dubai,
and
Bali,
all over the place.
all over the world.
Yeah,
all over the world. People are waking up and really finding these indigenous ways. You guys, we're so lucky to have found these indigenous ways, bringing them forward and mixing them with the, you know, what's really working in today's psychology and psycho-spiritual ways to find freedom. So anyway,
well, we'll be doing these silly, crazy, you know, awkward videos for y'all, kind of creating a, you know, database of support and things to check in, you know, and watch here and there. So happy dancing, you know, with your shadow, and grace. And we love you.
we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for choosing to be a part of our tribe at Freedom, Folk, and Soul, y'all. The adventure is on.